Bien, bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this beautiful headquarters of BNP Paribas for the draw for the 2014 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas. My name is Jan Cusack and I'm very pleased to be your host tonight. Fed Cup is celebrating its 50th birthday this year and has grown to become the largest annual international team competition in women's sport, with almost 100 nations taking part in 2013. I would like to welcome a special guest at tonight's Fed Cup draw, the new Wimbledon women's champion, Marion Bartoli. Good evening, Marion. Thank you for taking the time to join us here this evening. I'm afraid it's going to be an interview in English with a French MC. Many congratulations on winning your first Grand Slam title at Wimbledon. What did it mean to you, this title?
Well, first of all, I'm very pleased to be here. It's a truly pleasure to see my president again. I saw him Saturday in tears after my match, and he has been a long and tough journey at points, but you know what, he deserved every single hard moment. The moment I had to leave on the court was absolutely unbelievable. And I'm so pleased and happy I've been able to share it with a lot of friends and my president.
Speaking of your friends, it was great to see your Fed Cup teammates supporting you so strongly at Wimbledon, including your captain, Amélie Mauresmo. How important is Fed Cup for you, Marion?
Yes, Amélie has been a tremendous support. It has been my pleasure to support as well.
And we'll ask Mr. Francesco Riccibiti, President of the International Tennis Federation, to present you the flowers. Thank you, Marion, and we look forward to having you back on stage in a few minutes to help us with the World Group draw. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to Marion Bartoli. Thank you, Marion. We also have many dignitaries here today, including the delegates attending the ITF annual general meeting and members of the ITF board of directors. Allow me to introduce on stage, alongside ITF President Francesco Riccibiti, George von Waldenfels, Chairman of the Fed Cup Committee, and Baudouin Pro, Chairman of BNP Paribas. I would also like to announce the following members of the Fed Cup Committee who are present today. Ingrid Lofdahl-Benzer, Michele Brunetti, Alexei Selivanenko, and Anil Khanna. Please, may I first welcome Mr. Baudouin Pro to speak on behalf of BNP Paribas.
Ladies and gentlemen and dear friends, we are delighted to welcome you here in the Orangerie. The building is an evidence that BNP Paribas is pretty much oriented on keeping safe the assets. It has been the headquarters of our bank since 1872, so for more than 140 years. Before that, this building was the city hall of the 2nd district of Paris, and in 1796, a young officer called Napoleon Bonaparte married Josephine de Beauharnais in the wedding salon just on the short distance away from the Orangerie, where we are now gathered. But let's be back to the subjects that bring us tonight, tennis. First of all, I would like to thank the International Tennis Federation and its president, Francesco Riccibiti, for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today on behalf of BNP Paribas on the occasion of the draw for the 2014 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas. Since I'm French, I'm very proud of Marion Bartoli's victory at Wimbledon. I'm very happy that she's here with us tonight. And congratulations again, Marion. What you're doing for your country and for all your fans is fantastic. Before looking forward to 2014, please allow me just to make a short aside on the landmark year that we are now enjoying. In 2013, we are in fact celebrating 3 very important anniversaries. The International Tennis Federation is 100 years old. Our strapline, press on behalf of BNP Paribas, our appreciation for the links which binds us together. It only remains for me, in closing, to wish you once and all a happy anniversary.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Monsieur Pro. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Francesco Recibiti, President of the International Tennis Federation.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here in the headquarters of BNP Paribas, in this historical building. I know this building because I come sometime for some negotiation. Tonight is an easier occasion to be here and happy occasion. Having said that, I would like to thank myself too, Marion Bartoli, to have been with us tonight. It's a great honor, the Wimbledon winner. And Badouin Pro is not only a partner, he's also a friend, and I want to express my appreciation on behalf of ITF for BNP Paribas, not only because they are a great partner and sponsor, but they are also friends, they care, and we learn to know how much they like our sport. This year, as already been said, ITF, we have a lot of celebration, and the draw of the Fed Cup by BNP Paribas 2014 is one of this function. A great celebration, 100 years for ITF. ITF was founded the 1st of March, not far from this building, here in Paris, by 15 nations. 12 were attending, 15 were signed the first Constitution Act. And the BNP Paribas, has already been said, celebrate the 40th anniversary of their first support to tennis, to our sport, and the Roland Garros. So there are 2 great important times. Our relation with BNP Paribas is younger, only 12 years, but as I said, we learn to appreciate them and we enjoy working with them. In a few months' time, we will watch the final of the 2013 Fed Cup between 2 great nations, Italy and Russia. These 2 nations in the last 10 years, they won Russia 4 times and Italy 3 times. It's a very loyal nation, and they will meet in Cagliari, the capital of Sardinia, in 4 months. But let me spend only a few words about Fed Cup, about the meaning, because we have a lot of debate in the press all the time. Fed Cup has played a very important role in the development of women's tennis, professional women's tennis. Before the tour, before the ranking, before the return to the Olympic, 50 years ago, Fed Cup provided to the top player of that time, Billie Jean King, Margaret Court, the opportunity to compete and to represent their own country at the top level. And they embraced this, and we are very thankful to them. We would like to have the same support now, and we enjoy the support of the great players that play Fed Cup. I would like again to thank other sponsors, not only BNP Paribas, that is the main sponsor, the ancillary sponsor, Adecco, Bosco Sport, and our partner Wilson Sport Good, for their support in this competition. And I wish you to enjoy this night in this historical building. Thank again to Badouin Pro to be here tonight with us. And I hope all the nation will be lucky in the draw. And I'm ready to pass to the Eric Molina that should run technically the draw, our chief of officiating. Thanks again, and enjoy these days in Paris.
Thank you very much, Mr. Recibiti. As you just said, the ITF head of officiating, Enric Molina, will now conduct the draw. Enric?
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fed Cup by BNP Paribas 2014 World Group and World Group 2 draw. Let me start proceedings by explaining the choice of ground regulation. According to Fed Cup regulations, if any of the competing nations have met each other since 1995, the nation who played away on that occasion will have the choice of ground in 2014. If two nations haven't met each other since 1995, the choice of ground will be decided by lot. We've marked two draw chips with a top and bottom, and these are placed in this bag. The chip drawn will be placed against the name of the nation, either top or bottom as appropriate. So we will now start the draw for 2014 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas World Group 2. The four seeded countries for this group, which are based on the nation's Fed Cup rankings, are as follows. Number 1, Serbia.
Serbia, last year's Fed Cup finalists, who will obviously be looking for an immediate return to the World Group.
Number 2, Japan.
Japan, a Fed Cup semi-finalist in 1996 and bidding for a return to the World Group.
Number 3, Sweden.
Sweden, a four-time Fed Cup quarter finalist and looking to reach the World Group for the first time since 2003.
And number 4, Switzerland.
Switzerland, a Fed Cup finalist in 1998 and was lost in the World Group in 2004.
Each of the seeds will be drawn against one of the following unseeded nations. Argentina.
Argentina, a two-time Fed Cup semi-finalist and was lost in the World Group in 2009.
Canada.
Canada, a Fed Cup semi-finalist in 1988 and has only missed one Fed Cup year since 1963.
France.
France, a two-time Fed Cup champion and one of only 4 nations to contest every Fed Cup.
And Poland.
Poland was undefeated in 5 ties this year and makes only its second appearance in World Group 2.
We have placed the top seeded teams, Serbia and Japan, and Serbia will be placed on line 1 as the top seed, and Japan is placed on line 8. Seeds 3 and 4, Sweden and Switzerland, are placed in the trophy. The first drawn will be placed on line 3, the second drawn on line 6. I would like to invite now Baudouin Pro to kindly assist us with the draw. The first one.
So you can show to the crowd the name of the country.
Sweden goes on line 3. So that means that Switzerland obviously goes on line 6. The remaining 4 nations. Thank you. The remaining 4 nations, that is Argentina, Canada, France, and Poland, are placed in the trophy and drawn to fill the remaining places, starting from top to bottom. And we will ask you again, please, to take one ball at a time.
To take one ball and to hold a bit for our photographs. Canada.
Canada will host Serbia in the first round. Second ball. Poland. Japan will be hosting Poland. I beg your pardon. Sweden will be hosting Poland. France.
And the last one.
You said by lot?
We're going to make a draw by lots, right?
In France.
Last one. And the last one? Last one is Argentina.
In Argentina against Japan. Thanks, Baudouin, for your help. And this completes the draw for World Group 2 first round ties for 2014. We will now move on to the draw for 2014 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas World Group. The same previous procedure for choosing the choice of ground will also be followed for World Group. The 4 seeded countries for this group, which are based on the nation's Fed Cup ranking, are as follows. Number 1, Italy.
Italy, as Francesco Recibiti mentioned before, Italy hosts Russia in the 2013 Fed Cup final, which will be held in Cagliari, Sardinia, on the 2nd and 3rd of November. And Italy has won the title on 3 occasions, 2006, 2009, and 2010.
Number 2, Russia.
Russia has won 4 previous Fed Cup titles between 2004 and 2008.
Number 3, Czech Republic.
Czech Republic is a double title holder, winner of Fed Cup in 2011 and 2012, and 7 times overall.
And number 4, Slovak Republic.
Slovak Republic, the 2002 Fed Cup champion, and narrowly lost to Russia in this year's semi-finals.
Each of the seeds will be drawn against one of the following unseeded nations. Australia,
a 7-time Fed Cup champion and returned to the World Group in 2013.
Germany,
a Fed Cup champion on 2 occasions and defeated Serbia in the playoffs to return to the World Group.
Spain,
a 5-time Fed Cup champion and defeated Japan in the playoffs to return to the World Group.
and USA.
USA has won Fed Cup a record 17 times, but looking for its first victory since 2000.
We can now place the top seeded teams, seeds 1 and 2, Italy and Russia. Italy is placed on line 1, and Russia is placed on line 8. Seeds 3 and 4, Czech Republic and Slovak Republic, are placed in the trophy. The first drawn on line 3, the second drawn on line 6. And now I would like to invite Marion Bartoli to kindly assist us with the draw.
So, come here, stand here, Marion. So, like this, yes, perfect. So that we can have the photographers.
First nation, please.
First nation.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic goes on line 3.
Slovak Republic.
And Slovak Republic goes to line 6. The remaining 4 nations, Australia, Germany, Spain, and USA, are now placed in the trophy and drawn to fill the remaining places, starting from top to bottom.
C'est bon?
Merci,
Yes.
Marion.
USA.
USA. In the USA.
Ça, c'est les tirages. Spain.
Spain. Spain will be hosting Czech Republic.
Germany.
Slovak Republic will be hosting Germany.
And Australia.
And Australia. Merci, Marion. Thanks for your help.
Thank you, Marion.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes the 2014 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas World Group and World Group 2 draws. Enjoy your evening, and good luck to all competing nations in 2014. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Henrik. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave you a few seconds to look at the various head-to-heads that have just been decided. On behalf of the International Tennis Federation, I thank everyone for joining us tonight, and we look forward to an exciting 2014 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas competition. Would all guests now like to make their way to the vestibule for the cocktail reception? Thank you very much. Have a good evening in Paris, and goodbye.